I just got asked a question in a DM here on Instagram, and I've been asked this question before. It's in regard to the Arizona over-the-counter deer tag. So let me clear up a couple of things because I think it's kind of a weird system. You buy that tag. Okay, so my over-the-counter tag, I bought that in November of 2023. That tag is valid starting 1 January of 2024. So right now that over-the-counter tag is valid and it runs throughout the course of the year. So then that over-the-counter tag expires December 31st of 2024. Okay, there's certain times of the year, I think there's 3 or maybe 4 over-the-counter times when you can hunt. There's the January hunt that everybody loves and we all go out and it's the rut and it's super cool hunt in Arizona. There's one in August and then there's one in December and I can't remember if there's one in September or whatever. You'd have to look in the regulation. I don't remember off the top of my head. So that tag is valid from January 1st to December 31st. You also have to keep in mind that there are quotas for each unit. So if you drew that over the counter tag and you're planning to go out and hunt, you need to log on to the Arizona website and look at the quota information, because the unit that you have your heart set on, the unit that you want to hunt, the quota may be met and you may not be able to hunt in that unit, and then you have to find a different unit somewhere. So keep that in mind. Now, here's another little fun fact is if you have one of those over-the-counter licenses in Arizona, you can still apply for the draw. And if you draw your tag, then that's another opportunity. That tag does not void your over-the-counter tag. So you can hunt over the counter. You could have hunted here in January. You could hunt in August. And then if you had a rifle tag in, say, October, and you didn't fill that October rifle tag, then you could go back and hunt again in December or whatever that next over-the-counter opportunity is. You're only allowed to take one deer in a calendar year. So for example, I had the over-the-counter tag. I got it back in November. It started in January of 2024, and I filled that tag in January of 2024. So now I can't apply for the draw. I have to only buy a point. You can still buy a point even if you did fill that tag. So I can only buy a point this year. One more thing that's probably of importance is the quota. So I talked about that each unit has a quota. The quota resets in August. So if the quotas were met in January and you could not go to that unit that you had your heart set on, then you can, in August, those will reset and you can go back into that unit until that quota is met, and then that'll shut down again. So if that quota is met in August during that over-the-counter hunt, then you can't go into that unit in December and it's closed. Those quotas don't have any impact on the draw tags. Those are that's all a whole different system. All of that is for the over-the-counter. Hopefully that made sense. I've had that question a few times, and we talked about it on the last podcast that we did on backcountry rookies for it was a recap of my 2024 Coues deer hunt. We talked a lot about the tag and how that works. And I just thought that I would clear it up here. So hopefully that helps somebody out there.